Good evening, everybody. My name is Nguyen. I am running for the House of Delegates in the 67th District to replace Nguyen. Very simply put, I have been a community activist all my life. I was an altar boy when I was a child, worked at church, served our communities, did some translation for our community members, and as I've grown up, I continue to do that community service as an adult. I studied to be a Catholic priest for 11 years of my life as a result of being inspired by the priest at my church. And so I said, I want to be like him. I want to continue to be able to serve other people in my community. Obviously, I opted not to go down that career path. I took some time off, decided to not continue, eventually got married and moved here to Virginia. And I continued to do community service throughout my life. And right now, running for office, it's not about running to be a politician. I'm running and campaigning to be the representative of the 67th District. It's very simple. There's a lot of needs in our communities, and it's about getting results done. Transportation, education, and economies are my platform and my issues that I'm concerned about. Simply put, I live over on Stringfellow and Route 50. So if any day of practically any time of the day, if I drive down Stringfellow, I encounter traffic. Other times of the day, I drive down Route 50, I encounter traffic. So it's about getting things done. Those areas have been congested for a very long time. They've been fully funded by our previous friend Chuck Fudo, and yet the construction sites are still going on. So the question becomes, when will they get done? Some folks say in another year, some folks say in 2 years. I'll believe it when I see it. As a person who is focused on community service, it's all about results. Working with nonprofits, you have limited budgets, you have limited resources, and you have to get the biggest bang for your buck and get results for it. And so one of the things I want to do when we go down to Richmond is to focus clearly on our budget and not just move money one pot to the other pot instead we balance the budget. The priority is education. If education is a priority for us, then we need to make sure that education is fully funded, not making it run out for one-time funding, and then next year we have to go find where that funding is going to be coming from. Because that's putting our children at risk, and it's putting our families at risk. And so those are the things that I am focused on, is putting your money where your mouth is, basically. As a taxpayer, I don't mind paying my taxes, but I want to make sure that we get the results for it, the biggest bang for our buck for those things. And so again, it's about public service. Like Dave, I serve on the Consumer Protection Commission. I served on it for the last 9 years. I'm currently the vice chair. I was also appointed by Governor Warner on the Asian Advisory Board, the Virginia Asian Advisory Board, where we came up with a report every year to the House delegates, to our legislators, and told them what the state of Asian American affairs were in terms of economy, education, whatever the issues were within our population. Because right now in Fairfax County, we are 21%, well, we are about 17 to 18% of the population, and in our district, we're about 21% of the population. And that's part of the service that I've done over the years, is to make sure that people of color, minorities, including women, have representation and a voice for the things that we need. The families that work hard every day, who put food on the table, we have to make sure that they are taken care of. Because as my wife, we have a 3.5-year-old son. My wife is always complaining to me because she has to spend a lot of time in traffic every day to be able, to go work, and it's away from our son. And so that's, something, the quality of life is very important for those in the family and in the room who have families. That's a very important thing, is how much time we spend with our family. I appreciate the work that our colleagues have done in terms of making sure that we have transportation funding, but that doesn't solve the immediate congestion that we have right now. And also, one of the other areas that I focus on is about results, when we're talking about results, and that's what I'm going to focus on when I go down Richmond. As a nonprofit leader, a few years ago, a couple of women were being sold on eBay. When we were talking about human trafficking, were being sold on eBay for about $3,200. I was informed of it. I contacted Make Women at eBay, and within the day, that posting was taken off. So that's about results, and that's about getting things done. The other thing with state government, I was also appointed by Tim King to be on the Commission for National Community Service, which oversaw AmeriCorps. And as all programs are, there might be good programs, but if people don't know about it, there's no access to it. So I asked staff, does anybody in our community know about these programs? So you know what, I made sure that staff goes out and have regional meetings, so that way we explain what the programs are, so that way people can access it and get things done. And so it's about getting things done. And when I'm in the House of Legislature down in Virginia, it's only going to be about getting metrics and getting things done. So thank you very much for your time.